Production of the Jupiter class is limited by the articles of colonization, with only one to be built for each of the 12 colonies. Well, I don't know where theirs are, so we better build 12. No. Front armament, Battlestar artillery. Top, Battlestar artillery. Bottom, Battlestar artillery. Broadside point defense turret. So say we all. My God. And right now, the task today is to actually chase down Sinon Quade. So chapter 11.
We've received a communique from Libran, sir. It's Admiral Kane, and she's not happy.
We are at war, Commander. We cannot afford traitors to flourish in our ranks unpunished. The Quorum wants Sinon brought to the intercolonial courts on treason charges immediately. Capture him. Alive.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, I'll have you and Agathon escorted from the Daedalus in handcuffs.
Commander, Sinon didn't have time to disable his navigation transponder before jumping, so we've got a pretty good pin on his location. Priority objective is to retrieve Sinon from the
How are we going to get him alive?
Then maybe we can go looking for Galactica before Kane changes her mind and relieves us anyway.
I mean, we kind of deserve it, if I'm honest. We should have told Kane, but oh well. Apparently, we got to take this guy alive. I don't know that's going to happen. Requires a Raptor squadron at the mission marker. I guess that's how we're going to do it. But, you know, we usually just send nukes and ask questions later, so I don't know how this is going to go. So that's going to be very interesting, and it's far out this way. So tell you what we're going to do. We also have an optional objective out this way, and we've got 2 Cylon fleets of 4,000 points potential. So if we get Fleet Group Wanderer, I think it's already in a good spot. We're going to resume our fight, and we're going to head on over. Maybe we could go to Pycon. So let's go ahead and confirm the jump, and we're going to assault that 4,000 point position. We've got Colonial Fleet 118, which has the Chimera, the Bastet, and the Sumaba. That's 2 Adamants and 1 Manticore Corvette. So let's go ahead and get the Daedalus to jump on back at 180 Tillium. We're going to jump back here to Knossos and join up. We have... I guess we've got a good position with Fleet Group Pogo. Let's jump to the left because that's their position here. And then they'll be able to go to Gortine, and we can send reinforcements over to Gortine so that we can buff up their group. Right now, we have another 1,000 points to Fleet Group Trainee. So, but I think they're just going to hang tight here for now, and we're going to end the turn. We've got a decent amount of requisition points, which is nice to see. So let's go in and end the turn.
Battlestar group, sir.
There we go. So Fleet Group Wanderer. 4,000 points versus our 6,350. Let's go in and proceed. This is in Pycon. Giselle is going to be fighting off everyone and basically running a stalling operation for all of us. We've got double Artemis battle stars. We've got 4 Viper Mark IIs. Adamants have Viper Mark IIs and outgoing guided munitions. And we've got 2 Manticores with 2 nukes. That seems very balanced. I like it. Dratus contacts behind us. We've got 6. Fair enough. And honestly, we're not in a bad spot to do the 180. So let's go ahead and proceed.
Prepared to jump in 3, 2,
At
1.
this point, it's old hat for Gisela. God, look at that. Double Artemis Battlestar, the triple Adamant stack. And we're going to start both the Manticores. I love this tactic the bunnies had mentioned to me, to actually take the Manticores, put them in defensive posture, and we're just going to go ahead and crank that all the way around on the 180. And that's going to allow us to detect the enemy, hopefully, right? So that we can deploy nukes and soften the enemy position. We're going to go ahead and crank and dive with our Artemis Battlestars, and we're going to break off to the opposite side right here and crank it around. There it is. And we'll just have all of these launch squadrons. Although I didn't mean to override that. Gosh darn it.
Commander.
Oh well, I guess that's what we're doing. Here we go. Artemis, come around instead. How about that? Dive down. And we're going to dive down here. And then we're going to have our Adamant stack flip the opposite direction. That's what I meant to do.
Yes, sir.
And there it is. Everyone's launching. Go. So there's the Adamant stack. Okay, we immediately can see every enemy on the field. Revenant, Arachne, Double Talon, Double Nemesis. That's the composition. Perfect. So now that we know, let's go ahead and slam nukes into mid-left and mid-right. And that's going to be Excellent, because it's got an AoE on it, right? It's got an AoE. So here we go. The Nyx is going to switch on over to an attack posture. We're going to veer out to the right and climb. We've got a nuke. I want that nuke on the Arachne itself.
Nuclear strike prepared.
Send that there. And then we're going to have the Sierra Madre. And we're going into an attack posture. And we're going to veer out to the left and climb. We've got a nuke. And I want that one right on the Revenant. Open that thing up. Excellent. And then we've got Artemis Battlestar. Let's go in and turn and crank down. Turn and stress the engines. And then our adamants are going to come in on the oblique like this. Let's go in and focus on the Nemesis in the front with the Cylon Elite in it. And we're going to focus out here on the Revenant as it comes by with the Artemis Battlestar. We have our Vipers, and we're going to move to intercept. I would imagine that they've got the Raiders launching already. That's excellent. Although, actually, you know what? Let's go in and take a moment, and we're going to defend just the Adamants for the moment. So hang back, because nukes are on the way, right? And we'll get our Adamants, fire munitions. I'm going to go ahead and send it at the lead Nemesis and our Artemises. I cannot believe I get to say that. Artemis, plural, is going to go ahead and send a little bit towards the other Nemesis. And here we go. Incoming. God, look at that. Yes, yes. There go nukes and guided munitions. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. That is amazing. That's my version of So Say We All. The Cylons must die. Give them the nuke. So say we all. My gosh. All right, perfect. We're gonna get in, close the gap, get the Artemis Battlestars in there. And now we're gonna go ahead and take our adamant stack. We're moving into an attack posture. We're gonna veer off and give them the wall of doom. Just send all of the broadsides out there as soon as possible. We're actually gonna come in over to a neutral posture, or actually better yet, we're gonna boost forward and we're trying to fly right by the flank. And then we'll crank it on over and come in from both sides. So that's what we're gonna do. We've got our boost thrusters, and let's go in and just cram it on over. So full speed on both sides. Look at that. We're gonna have a Manticore on the right. We're gonna have a Manticore on the left. We're gonna have a giant broadside wall just sending shots everywhere. And then Artemis Battlestars with Battlestar artillery coming on in and just hitting the hard points. That's gonna be great. I love that. And then now I suppose we'll start to move in and attack. So I'm gonna have them move in on the Revenant.
Target is confirmed.
And let us end the turn. Here come the nukes. One to the Arachne, one to the Revenant. Incoming.
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
There it is. Good impact. Good impact. Awesome. Okay, so Manticores, come off the boost thrusters. Switch over to an attack posture, and let's go ahead and come in from the side. So the rear is busted, but we're gonna peel in and dive, and then this one's gonna peel in from the right flank and dive. There it is. So we'll have the Sierra Madre is gonna go in and focus fire on the Nemesis. We're gonna have the Nyx, and it's gonna focus fire on the, actually no, I want that Arachne. Keep hitting that guy. And then we've got our adamant wall, and we're focusing on the Nemesis. That's perfectly acceptable. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and fly right down the middle in an attack posture. So that we're going to give them the broadside. And then the Artemis Battlestars are going to fly right into the side where the Revenant is weak. And we're going to focus right on him. And then we've got all of our Viper Mark IIs. And we're going to go ahead and focus. I mean, we might as well focus on that Revenant. So let's go. Ooh, big hits, big hits. Come on, hit these guys. Hit these guys. Revenant is out. Nemesis doing a flyover, and the Nemesis is out. That's fantastic. Looking good so far. So what targets do we have remaining? So on the Sierra Madre, if we're going to go in and focus, we've got the Nemesis, we've got the Talon, we've got another Talon, and we've got what remains of the Arachne where the top is open. So we want to hit that from above, I suppose. But I mean, it's whatever it is. Okay, fair enough. Looking good. Looking good. Nice start. Love that. Well, let's go ahead and take our Artemis Battlestars, and we're going to clean up left to right, left to right. We'll leave, I trust, that our burger stack is going to be able to take sufficient care of that Arachne. Let's go in and focus on the Arachne. Munitions are still loading. We'll have the Artemis battle stars. We're going to go flip on over. Dive, focus fire on the outside in. And we're going to have the Sierra Madre, the rear, the right, the bottom. Bottom is starting to collapse, but we'll come down and we're going to go in and focus on the Talon instead. And then I'm actually going to take this one right here, and I'm going to fly by and focus on that same Talon. We're going to get shot in the butt, though, actually, now that I think about it. So actually, let's slow our roll, crank it over, and descend. And we're going to focus on the Talon below. So hopefully that's going to suffice. Vipers, where do we need the most help? This Nemesis has all the Artemis battle stars. Honestly, I feel like we should... Well, we still have the Raiders at 16. Okay, we'll leave that be. And let's go. So incoming on the Nemesis. Bottom is opening up. Bottom's opening up, but they still have some armor. And we're about to... Yeah, that Nemesis is down for sure. This Talon is relatively safe. That Talon is mostly safe, and the Arachne in the rear still has armor. So there is that. Let's go ahead and have the stack. And I guess we'll turn it back as if we're turning towards the Talon, and we'll give our broadside right into the rear of the Arachne, so that'll be fine. We'll fire all munitions right into the rear of the Arachne as well. Artemis Battlestar is up. That guy's down. So we're going to go ahead and crank over.
So say we all.
Get down. We're going to go ahead and fire munitions at the Talon here. But we're going to focus on the Nemesis instead. I don't know if I can do that. I think I can. We've almost actually lost the Viper Mark II squadron, believe it or not. That's actually pretty different. And we'll focus and drop out that Arachne. How are the Manticores? Manticores are generally, you know, not the best, but hopefully they'll survive. Sierra Madre. Honestly, I think I'm going to go boost up, and we're going to fly right by. And let's just get out of there. The Nyx can focus on this Talon. And I think that's good. Let's send it. Nemesis out.
Manticore is taking damage.
Yeah, but we're flying away. That's fine. Arachne's getting opened up. Excellent. High five. All right, so major threats have been removed. We've got double Talons remaining. That's awesome. That is awesome. So Artemis battle stars are right underneath. And this guy's about to get opened up. This poor Talon will not have anything resembling armor on the bottom very, very soon. Because I want to see this, because I have a feeling the battle star artillery is just going to open up right into the bottom of that thing. That's going to be awesome. And we'll come in on the Nyx. Nyx is going to dive. It's focusing already. That's great. We're going to come into a neutral posture here, and we're going to crank this over with the Sierra Madre. And we're coming in on the rear of the Talon. God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful how this is working out for us. And then we've got the Adamant, and we're just going to continue course, dive, focus on the Talon. That's excellent. And the Viper Mark IIs, honestly, let's just come over to the nearest, right? Hit the Raiders, finish the job, and go.
Manticore is taking damage.
What do we got? Look at that. He just melted and collapsed. Our Manticore. It's all right. It's all right. We got guns coming in. He's got to focus on something else. Let's go in and get out of here. Boost thrusters. And we are flying the heck out of here. In the meantime, we did almost like a thatch weave. A thatch weave between Manticores, cutting across and attacking each other's interlopers, right? Or pursuers. Focus fire. Yep, in the Talon. That's great. I don't think do we still have the Raiders? Nope. This is the last target on the field. This is excellent. Oh, I didn't realize we lost an Adamant. Oh my God, I was not paying attention. This is what happened. That is a shame. That is a shame, actually. I could have prevented that. I didn't even realize. Wow, that's a sad day. I could have avoided that, but let's not think about that. Let's go in and drop this guy.
Damage.
Big hits here. Poor Fleet Group Wanderer. We need a replacement out there, stat. Nail him. I'm at this point. Fire munitions. Adamants. Fire munitions. Oh no, we're out. All right, fine. Then just end the turn and let's see this guy done. He has... Honestly, just shoot him. Done. Beautiful. Oh boy. Yeah, we lost an adamant. I didn't catch that. So I wasn't paying attention there and we lost an adamant. That is unfortunate. It's okay. Maybe we'll replace it with an Atlas carrier instead, right? That would be an acceptable replacement, I think. All right, so she was able to capture Pycon and fortify it. Right now, if we look at Fleet Group data lists, we have on ships built, we've got 2 Rangers coming on up. We can rush. Oh, look at that. It has a similar name, Hemira and Nyx. That's interesting. We can also rush an Atlas carrier to replace. Let's go ahead and do that with the Hemira. So we'll rush it. And I would like to jump Fleet Group Wanderer back to where the data list is to pick things up, because if I send in one Atlas carrier, that's not, they're not going to be able to group up at all, right? So we can also accept another ship, right? So I think it's 1550, another 1550, is that right? Yeah, 550. We can take one more Artemis Battlestar if we've got something like that, or we can take... Well, no, there's a Hemira as well. We could send a replacement. Honestly, let's just rest up for a turn. Then we can head on over to Sinon. Let's end the turn.
Cylon strike group has been detected.
We're regrouping. Excellent. Awesome. So Fleet Group Wanderer has appeared. We've got the new Hemira. So we'll transfer that over to Fleet Group Wanderer. Excellent. So now we have 2 Artemis Battlestars, 1 Atlas carrier, 2 Adamants, and then 2 of the Manticores. That seems great. So that's Fleet Group Wanderer. Now, here we've got a Ranger. Ooh, that would be nice to have a Ranger on their side. I think it's going to be all right without the Ranger. The Ranger's worth 950 points. We can give a Ranger to Fleet Group Pogo. That could be very, very useful. So let's go ahead. We'll have Fleet Group Pogo make the jump over to Gortine. We will have that Ranger jump over to meet in Gortine. And we'll see if they get intercepted. It's very possible, right? And then we're going to have Fleet Group Daedalus jump over for the next chapter. And let us go.
Detected a base star group, sir.
There's the grouping, and we are on the move. Let's go get Sinon Quade. This is going to be cool, because apparently if we do this mission, we're going to unlock the Jupiter. So what do we have? Requires the use of the Raptor Squadron. Fair enough. Fair enough. We've got them in the Atlas carriers. That's perfect. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very well spread out. They've got the concave on us. 8 Dreadus contacts. We've got, just confirming, Viper Mark 2s. Artemis Battlestar Viper Mark 2s. With a nuke. We have Raptors naturally on the Atlas carriers. Viper Mark 2s. Rangers. Ranger Cruiser has 2 guided munitions, double Minotaur gunship, and a nuke on the Manticore Corvette. Honestly, I wish I had more nukes, but at this point, I mean, it might be interesting to have the Ranger just have more nukes. We've done that before. I have a feeling we should probably start making contact on the left and then sweep right. And then let's go ahead and already start in the stack. So we'll have both of our Atlas carriers stacked up with a Minotaur on top already. All right, let's go. The ships are starting to look cool. I'm gonna...
Contact. Commander, Sinon's got an impressive escort looking after him.
Gods above, Knossos. You promised I was under your protection.
Ooh.
Sinon, your communications are shared with the Daedalus, as were your jump coordinates.
Commander, you and Kane decided to double down and ignore Knossos' threat? What about Galactica? Helena, your sister is on that ship.
Please don't try to run, Sinon. We will shoot you down if you do.
Oh man, so he did know. He was in contact. Oh, that's not good at all. I was hoping there was... I don't know, I hope he can explain. This is a weird one. Oh well, no point in messing around. Dock your Raptor Squadron on Virgon Station. We gotta clear the way though. Going into a defensive posture, we're going to move out and break left. We want to be on the outside of the formation,
Yes, sir.
and we're going to try and make contact right here. We're going to go ahead and take everyone, and we're going to veer left as a fleet, like that, without separating. Oops, hello. And hold, just like this. Launch all squadrons immediately, and including the Daedalus. Let's go ahead and... Did we launch already? Yes, we did. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. And let's go in an intern. What do we have? Talon on the left. Double Talon.
You didn't have to follow me out here. You could have left me out of your pointless fracking war.
You betrayed us to Cylons. What else are we supposed to do?
There's nothing I sold them that they wouldn't have figured out for themselves. The rebellion could have been put down years ago. Don't pin your failure on me.
What?
Can you believe this guy? He blames us for not winning the war after working with the enemy.
They weren't the enemy back then. Not until Colonial Fleet made them one.
Huh. Man, it is not looking good for this guy. I am not in his camp right now. I am not in his camp right now at all. He is really digging himself a hole. Well, tell you what, let's go ahead and climb. Actually, let's turn it around now that we made contact with the Talons. We have firing solutions temporarily going to move to try to see what's out there. And we've got a Ranger. We're going to go ahead and move to an attack posture. Let's go in and start sending munitions. We're going to fire from left to right, left to right. So we're going to send double-guided munitions right here. We have our 2 Atlas, and we've got our Minotaurs. They have no missiles. We do have on the Artemis, but I'm going to save that nuke. So let's just move forward with everybody. And actually, we'll head straight in like this, but I will descend a tad.
So
there it is. And the Ranger's already going to turn. I don't mind that at all. So we're turning away and just sending munitions at the moment, right? The Vipers, we can go ahead and select, and we're going to attack the War Drivers on the outside. I believe the War Drivers are kind of like hacking type of vessels, ECM type vessels. I don't remember. And we're going to have the Raptors, and we're going to select the target. I don't know if they can land on Virgon Station. I guess we'll just hang tight for now, and we'll end the turn. What do we have? We might be able to identify it. There we go. Incoming Revenant on the right.
Hostile unit identified.
Incoming Revenant on the right. Triple Revenant. All right, we got triple Revenant. So I'm noticing what looks to be 1, 2, 3 Talons or Arachne. I'm not entirely sure. They're launching 1 squadron each. I doubt they're Cerberuses because Cerberuses have 4 squadrons in them. So I think we're dealing with 5 Talons and 3 Revenants, which is quite a lot of hull to get through. And we've got War Drivers coming in from the left side. No idea what these other contacts are. Let's go in and try to clean up the left side, and then we're going to go in and deal with these guys. Right now we have nukes, so now's the time to do it. Let's go in and send 1 nuke on the right, 1 nuke over here, and then we're going to focus on the Revenant on this side, because I have a feeling these nukes are going to have more of an effect as on a nuke here, especially near the station. And I don't know if that's an issue, because I don't think it's got any... Virgon Station does have hull, so there is that. Okay, ready to go. Let's go in and go into an attack posture. We're going to head towards Virgon Station just to keep a little bit of distance. We're going to go ahead and send the nuke, and we're going to send one right into this Revenant right there. We've got another nuke here. We're going to crank on over like so, and we're going to come into an attack posture. And I'm actually going to turn like this so that we can left flak if need be, and we're going to go ahead and nuke that Revenant. So we're sending 1 nuke each here. Then we're going to have our Atlases, and I suppose our Minotaurs as well. And we're going to head right into them. Right into them. Yeah. There it is. Perfect. Now our Vipers are continuing to engage the War Drivers. The War Driver is down to 18. And our Raptors are going to be just hanging out. We'll make sure the Minotaurs are a little bit higher, though. They seem to be in conflict at the moment.
Understood.
That's looking pretty good. All right, perfect. and let us continue.
Missiles incoming!
From where? From where? Oh, here? War drivers? Okay, they're tickling the Minotaur. Right now, our Artemis is getting focused on the left. So I'm going to go ahead and come into a defensive posture with the Artemis now that it sent the nuke. And let's go and crank it. Actually, no. Maintain position, but we're going to come out, give them the left even more. And then we will take our Minotaurs and Atlas and we'll peel off left and we'll start to separate and we'll give them the broadside. So let's go ahead and focus. I want to focus this gent right here. There it is. The Artemis Battlestar is going to focus this outside Revenant. That's great. And I suppose we can left flak if necessary. So left flak right here. And then we've got... Do we have any other war drivers out here? No, we don't. So let's focus on the outside Talon for now, and then we'll peel back and start to screen for fighters. In the meantime, we've got that flak wall, right? So for our Manticore, we'll dive, we'll give them the butt, and we're going to go and focus on this Talon. And then our Ranger should be good to fire.
Yes,
so
sir.
We'll climb, fire, and we're going to fire guided munitions into this left Revenant right here. And that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. And there's the flak wall. Nuke. Nuke 2. Refocus. This Talon's melting. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So significant damage inflicted. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Let's go ahead and come down. Our bottom is open. I mean, here's the thing. This Manticore is relatively isolated. Both Talons are firing into it. That's probably not the best now that I think about it. So we're going to go into a defensive posture and we're just going to do the flyby. We're going to give them the butt. We're going to dive down a little bit so that we can eventually protect our bottom. I think we should probably help out. So now that the nukes are away, we don't have to worry about hurting ourselves. So we'll just continue to dive, attack posture, do that, tighten up. And I suppose we should probably finish the job. So let's go in and focus fire on the nuke targets. How are we doing with the Artemis? The left side is getting busted. We're going to cancel that flak. We're going to crank that over. I don't know. I'm not going to stress the engine, but we're giving the front. And we're going to focus where we are already focusing. And we'll get the Ranger to slowly veer on over so we can help out with munitions. And that's looking pretty good. What about our... Yeah, they're focusing on that Talon to drop it. And the Raptors, honestly, I'm going to say defend the Artemis right now. Yeah. And let's end.
Missiles incoming.
That's a left. Left's almost open.
Manticore is taking damage. Fighter squadron is taking fire.
Minotaurs. How are we doing? Artemis still has armor. There we go. Beautiful. Clear out. Holy crap. All right. So this Talon is down to one hull. We just busted the middle Revenant. This Revenant is almost down, and the left still has armor. That's fantastic. The Ranger is currently available to fire once again. So let's continue to launch. We've got, Arachnes, double Arachne back here. Holy crap. Wow, they're not messing around. All right, fair enough. How are we doing? Minotaur right is looking weak. That's the top Minotaur right. Atlas looking weak. Okay, so these two have been targeted. Let's go ahead and focus in. We're moving it into a defensive posture. We're going to start to turn. I am curious if the Atlas carrier, let's just select the one by itself.
So say
we would need to be in a neutral posture to be able to turn any harder, I believe. We'd have to stress things out. You know what? I might need to turn us away instead because the right side's not going to hold up at all. This Minotaur, the right side's pretty wrecked. So I'm going to hard turn and start to give him the left. I guess here we will hard crank it over just to give him the front. The front has 79 armor. It's not the best, but we've got something. And then with the Minotaurs here, I will stay a little bit lower.
Understood.
And then with the Atlas will dive down and give him the right broadside. So hopefully that's going to start to keep him safe, but we got to kind of think ahead, right?
On it, Commander.
We've got guided munitions. I want to send it at this Revenant because I want to drop out
Yes,
their
Commander.
midliners first. Artemis Battlestar continues to turn. The left's open, so we're going to go ahead and give the right? We're going to give them the right.
Understood.
This thing's hopefully going to be done pretty soon.
Yes, Commander.
We are focusing here, so I'm hoping that's going to happen. I'm hoping that's going to happen. Heck, I'm going to flak to the right. Maybe he'll run into a flak wall. I don't know if that's going to do anything. And we've got a defensive posture. No real need to immediately scramble. So I guess we can turn it. Our left is busted. Well, let's come across and we'll dive down. And let's hope we're good. Off we go.
Manticore is taking damage.
Right side. Artemis. Come on, hit that Revenant. All right, Revenant's out. That Revenant's getting away. We're naturally shifting to the Arachne. One Talon's out. This Talon's getting hit. So our Viper's naturally shifted over to the Talon. I mean, oh, they've got a Raider out there. Okay, fair enough. We got a Raider.
Yes, sir.
So we're intercepting. Our Raptors are defensive on the Artemis right now. Artemis seems to be okay. This Minotaur is getting hammered. The left side at least has armor. So let's bring it around and we shall dive down
Yes,
and give him
sir.
the left. The right side's busted on this Atlas. So we're coming around and we're giving him the left.
On it, Commander.
And I'm actually going to go defensive here. It was in a neutral posture just so that we can turn some more. I'm going to go ahead and have this Minotaur fly right by. And then we'll do the same thing with the Odin. And we'll give the broadside here. We should probably refocus. So let's go ahead and select. We've got the Talon negative. I want to hit that Arachne. This Minotaur. I want to hit the Arachne. And we're going to fly by with
Yes,
the
sir.
Artemis. And we're hit that Arachne. Although, to be fair, let's actually come in at an angle here. We'll come right into him. And we'll be on the cooldown here for the Ranger. So let's just shorten it, turn. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing anybody? It's very possible. Focus fire. I want to focus on the Arachne. Vipers are intercepting. Go. All right, she's getting hammered. Artemis is
Centurions
still
aboard
okay?
One of our ships. Manticore is taking damage.
So apparently Centurions are boarding somewhere. So what's happening? Boarding party on the frickin' Daedalus. Oh my god. Okay. Defensive posture for the Daedalus. Did not realize. Holy crap.
On it,
Repair the
Commander.
hangar. I mean, we're not going anywhere, right? So that's totally fine. You're just shooting at whatever. My goodness. Okay, Artemis still hasn't been blasted. That's great. This Arachne's coming apart. This guy's getting away. I don't like that. But tell you what, we're going to use the Ranger to chase him. So we're going to go ahead and send one guided munitions, another guided munitions, and we're sending it at the rear. Now, he still has armor on the rear. I don't think that's going to take him out. Yeah, his rear's at 23, but at least we'll be able to continue to shoot. Right now, I'm just going to leave this guy up to the Ranger so we can focus on what's in front of us. This Talon, I don't like him being around right now. I do not like the fact that he's on the outside of our formation at all. The Raiders are a priority. They are definitely a priority, but I feel like we need to whittle this guy away, and I don't know if anyone else is going to be able to do it well. Well, no. Let's continue to hit the Raiders. We're going to continue to intercept with the Vipers. These two can attack. So we're in an attack posture. We've got the port side open, and we're going to go in and focus on the Talon this time. Yeah? So focus on the Talon here. And hopefully that's going to be enough. And in the meantime, how we're doing? Left side still okay? Left side still okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So let's just go ahead and align appropriately. There we go. We'll select these two focus fire. right into the Arachne, finish them. And we're going to fly right by with the Artemis focus fire. Looking pretty good. Send it.
Squadron has gone dark.
We lost the Raptor. We need to hang on to the last Raptor squadron, yeah? All right, naturally shifting to this Arachne. This Talon's opening up perfect. So that Talon's pretty much gone. So what are we looking at now? Vipers, what's left? We've got a Raider. We've got something launching that Raider. We've got the Arachne itself. We've got more Raiders at 27. You know what? Let's get back there because we need to protect the Raptors, and the Raptors are currently protecting the Artemis right now. And I want to clear any sort of interceptors off of our rear, especially with the Ranger out there. It's kind of squishy, and we're just going to continue to pursue with the Ranger. This Arachne's next target. So we'll have these three focus fire on the Arachne. We'll have the Manticore coming in from the side with the Corvette gun. We're switching on over to attack posture. There it is. We are gonna dive. We're gonna switch to the attack posture here. That's looking good. Minotaur, attack posture. We're close enough. We still have armor. Left side has armor. And the Artemis the same. So attack posture. There it is.
So say we all.
I'm actually gonna flak. Well, no, let's not flak right. Let's not flak right. And we're focusing on the same. That's perfect. And these guys are attacking the Talon. That should be fine. And off we go. That Talon's out. This Arachne is dropping rapidly. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we're chasing that Revenant. And we've got a Cerberus. All right, so we have a Cerberus in the back. I did not expect that. We had double Arachne, we had double Talon, we had a Cerberus. We've got triple Revenant in the front, and we've got a bunch of Raiders out there. So what is left? So this guy's controlling 4 different squadrons, right? We've got the Revenant, we've got a Heavy Raider squadron. Okay, we got to take that Heavy Raider squadron. How's the Daedalus doing? They were boarded. I think they might have repelled boarders because I'm not seeing that boarding anymore. Yeah? Either way, they're in danger. They're in danger. We cannot lose the Daedalus. Absolutely cannot. That's like game over, right? The Artemis itself, we could focus on the Cerberus. Yes, everybody focus on the Cerberus from now on. We'll let the Vipers take care of everybody else. Attack posture, we might be a little bit far for that. We're moving into a neutral. And we're going to extend, come off the left. We're going to have these gents come into a neutral posture. And they're coming around. We'll have the Ranger continue to engage and chase this Revenant out here. Excellent. And the Raptor is just going to hang tight. We need the Raptor to survive. That's it, right? Okay, let's go.
Daedalus is taking damage.
So focusing. Daedalus down to 225, 223, 221. Vipers are rushing back. I didn't catch that at all. Okay, so new munitions inbound. He's going to take this from the front. He's got 0 armor on the front. That might be a killing blow. Where are the Vipers right now? They're still like 2 turns away. Hopefully that Daedalus is going to be able to make it, right? We'll get the Ranger to veer off to this side. Actually, we'll turn towards...
Understood.
Turn towards the last capital ship. Just make sure everyone is continuing in the right direction. Artemis Battlestar. We'll switch on over and boost. We'll boost right in. Veer a little to the left to present our right to the enemy if possible. And we'll just continue like this. Here we go.
Daedalus is taking damage.
Daedalus down to 201, down to 199. 194. Shots are starting with the Cerberus. 191. And splash on the last remaining Revenant. So that's excellent. So, I mean, all capital ships, we just have to trust the Vipers. Trust the Vipers.
Understood.
So we're going to climb, engage, guided munitions, send it from the Ranger. God, this thing is so useful. And we're going to come off boost thrusters, go into attack posture, veer, angle.
So say we all.
Coming on the oblique. Attack posture. We're going to go ahead and give them the right. Dive down. We've got our Atlas. Turn in. Bring the Manticore around. We'll actually be in a neutral posture like this and get a little bit of extra range here. And I think that's it. That's all we can really do. Vipers, Heavy Raider Squadron.
Yes, sir.
That's all we can do. All right, go. Send it. That was a Battlestar artillery shot. The front's opening up. We're down to 189 on the dataless shipyard. The front is open. His hull is falling. The bottom is opening. Excellent. Okay, I think we've got this under control now. And let us continue. Just keep going with the angle. Keep going with the angle. Send it. 88. 62.
Daedalus is under
19. Enemy down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dock your Raptor squadron on Virgon station. So here's our Raptor. We can board Virgon station. Oh, that's how you do it. I didn't realize we had to board. That's a new move. So our Raptor's going to go in and board Virgon station. And let's end turn. Because in theory, the Heavy Raider squadron's been cleared.
Daedalus is taking damage.
Where are the shots going right now? Is that a clear? Select target, Heavy Raider squadron. There's one Heavy Raider left. And end the turn because it's all up to the Raptor.
Daedalus is under attack.
Should be a clear here. I think. Did we do it? They're having some
What
issues.
could they possibly
Oh,
have
nice.
given you, Sinon, that was worth selling us out?
The same as any other client. I am a craftsman.
Oh my
My
god.
services were available to whomever could afford them.
Really?
Cylons used to be tools, laborers. Knossos wanted the same thing I sold every other colony. Designs for tools to build. It doesn't matter what I did or didn't know about their intention. We were doomed before Knossos had
Oh my
ever
gosh.
contacted me. The question you should be asking, Helena, is why didn't your sister stop this war when she had the chance? Not that you'll ever get the chance to find out now.
Wow, this guy's a jerk.
Leave Sam out of this. Commander, the area is secured. Admiral Kane is en route with the Libran Marshals.
You
Good.
may not have held up your end of our negotiation, Commander, but I will still honor mine. The result will not prevent what is to come. The Galactica and its crew, including the Agathon sister, have been returned to the Caprica terminal. Expect resistance, and know that the losses suffered will be yours to reconcile.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to see this replay because there was a lot going on here. Fortunately, we didn't lose anyone significant, so... And the squadron should be able to come back no problem. So the capital ships were all okay. Daedalus was under attack. I let that slip through, but it's all right. It's all right. So there's our Ranger. We had contact. We were sending it out to the Talons on the far left. We're trying to wrap up the left flank. But then we were diverted as soon as it came down to all the Revenants coming our way. There's one nuke. And we had another nuke coming in from the Artemis Battlestar. So first impacts on the Talons, and the nuke should be landing very, very soon on 2 Revenants. There's 1 and 2. I heard it, but I didn't see it. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is where they're absolutely hammering our lead Atlas and Minotaur. And we had to start rotating out. Oh my god. Revenant number 2. God, we took a beating. Alice is pretty cool, though. I haven't really been paying too much attention because they're rather slow to the amount of damage output, but I mean, they're definitely a little more sturdy, I feel. Arachne. I'm so glad that was cleared. Those things scare the heck out of me. I definitely would rather face a Talon, but still. Speaking of Talons. Oh, another Arachne. And at this point, the Vipers are racing back to take out the Heavy Raiders. And we trash. Oh boy. And I don't know if they're gonna follow the Raptors' boarding action. all the way to Virgon Station or not. I mean, you notice that a lot of the chaos has slowed down a little bit. So that means fewer remaining targets, right? That's a Cerberus. Those things look so cool. Very, very unique. At first, I kind of thought the ships all look very similar, but now that I'm playing a little more, they definitely don't. I can start to recognize the differences. I think these are the heavy raiders. Yeah, we're like, our Vipers are like bouncing off the data list. It's like fireworks. Look at this. All right, so we barely made it out, right? Hopefully we don't get court-martialed. The following blueprints have now been unlocked. The Jupiter Battlestar, my gosh. All right, blueprints are ready. What do we have? Here it is, the Jupiter Battlestar. There it is. Designed by Sinon Quade as a direct response to the rise in Cylon aggression, the Jupiter class is the pinnacle of colonial Battlestar design. A fine balance of size, armor, and artillery make it the most powerful warship currently flying for Colonial Fleet. Production of the Jupiter class is limited by the Articles of Colonization, with only one to be built for each of the 12 colonies. Well, I don't know where theirs are, so we better build 12. No. I'm kidding. But look at this. Front armament, Battlestar artillery, top, Battlestar artillery, bottom, Battlestar artillery, broadside point defense turret. So say we all. My God, look at that. Purchase cost, 3,500 requisition. And there it is. This is the Jupiter. My God, look at that. So he was talking about giving us the Galactica. I guess we've got our own, right? Not too bad. All done. Excellent. Now, officers, can we get any promotions here? Look at that. +3 firewall regen for the flagship, and that's pretty epic. And then we've got the Tech Bay subsystem strength. I mean, I'll take that +3 firewall regen. That's excellent. Damon Greeley, +5% damage reduction, I guess on the data list in this case. Let's get that +5 CIC subsystem strength. That's epic. Gotta love that. 1657, Ramiro, 382, Charlie, 594, Charlotte, 424. Let's go ahead and hold. What do we got now? Build ship, Jupiter class Battlestar, 1,079 to build it. Yes, please. There it is. Oh my God. Wow, the Jupiter Battlestar. It has 3 squadrons like an Atlas carrier, but it also has guided munitions and Battlestar artillery. That's insane. It's like cramming an Atlas carrier together with a freaking, I don't know, an Adamant and a Battlestar all at once. That's epic. God, that's going to be insane. Gotta love that. So, Chapter 12, Galactica. Oh my God, I guess we gotta rescue this thing? What's the deal with that? That's terrifying.
Admiral Sarkis launched the Galactica from this very deck. Sinon's first ship completed under the Jupiter project, and it disappeared pretty much immediately after deployment. Commander, no evacuation orders have been given to the civilians at Caprica Terminal. We have to assume they are still present at the site.
Oh my God.
Kane is returning before deployment. She'll join us on deck for the operation.
Wow, that's crazy. It requires a Raptor squadron at the mission marker. Well, we know what we gotta do. I mean, we're not gonna head out there until we have our own Jupiter. All right, so Fleet Group Trainee, we've got 1,000 points, right? And here comes the Ranger. So let's go ahead and jump on over to Fleet Group Trainee. So that's gonna be their reinforcements. Right here, we've got Fleet Group Pogo. We're gonna go ahead and send, let's see. They've got 5 out of 7 remaining. I suppose, actually, no, I forget that. We're gonna go ahead and transfer over the Ranger to Fleet Group Pogo. And now we're talking. We can also fit another 500 points. So let's go ahead and get the Sumava. We're gonna go ahead and detach and then jump that Sumava back over to Gortine. And then out here, we could probably have another, you know what? If we accept anything else into Fleet Group Trainee, they're already at 7 out of 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Bakossi. We're going to detach it. We're going to go ahead and transfer it on over to Gortine. So we'll have it jump. So they're going to jump to Gortine. they're going to be able to accept this Manticore. And then I'm actually going to cancel this jump, and we're going to be able to transfer the Sumava back into Colonial Fleet 118. Let's have Colonial Fleet 118 join up. So they're going to head over to Gortine on their own.
Fleet Group has its coordinates.
And I'm actually going to jump with Fleet Group Trainee over to Gortine as well. So we've got everyone grouping up there. Fleet Group Wanderer is at 7 out of 7. Right now we just deployed another Ranger over at Virgon. Let's jump and meet at Knossos. So we're going to group up here. We'll have the Daedalus jump out to Knossos. And we're going to jump in to Knossos with this Ranger. Confirm. And let's go in and intern.
Detected a base star group, sir.
God help you for sure. Cylon Fleet 130 has 5,600 points. Let's go in and have Fleet Group
Action
Daedalus
station.
strike the heck out of this guy. Let's do it. So 5,600 points of Cylon Fleet versus Fleet Group Daedalus. That is a worthy engagement for sure. This might be the last one that we do in this episode, but it's going to be nice to sort this out and actually reinforce our fleet to make them more powerful, right? So we've got Viper Mark IIs, we've got nukes. I mean, I don't see any reason to change up the order. Let's go ahead and proceed. Let's do it. Fleet Group Daedalus, you now have an extra 5 CIC subsystem strength. So that's pretty epic.
Fleet Group is jumping in 3, 2, 1.
We're sending our best. Damon Greeley. Do us proud, Greeley. Do us proud. Heck yes. All right, what do we got? So, Dratus Contact, we've got a total of 8 on the field. Yes? So, we're going to start Manticore, defensive posture, and we're just going to stay along the outside right here. We've got our stacks. That's perfect. Let's just go in and group up, and we're going to angle in towards them. Just stay kind of tight here.
On it, Commander.
Although I will dive. There it is. Although the Artemis can come forward and dive. The Manticore stay a little... Minotaur stay a little bit higher. Ranger stay a little bit higher. And let's get the Daedalus, the Artemis, the Atlas, and that's it. Launch all squadrons. End turn. There we go. There we go. Contact. Revenant. Talon. So first things first. Let's go in and crack open that guy like a nut. Plus 10 defense. Oh my gosh. CIC subsystem strength indeed. So plus 10 attack. Let's go in and rise. Snap off a nuke right at the Cylon Elite Revenant. Yes, please.
Clear strike prepared.
Open that guy up. That's excellent. And we'll go ahead. We know that's not going to be enough to finish the guy. Attack posture. And we're going to go ahead and send guided munitions. We'll send 2 from the Ranger. And everyone else is just going to continue to cruise. So head on in. And we will dive. Although I suppose our Minotaurs are going to need to give a little bit of space here. There's the climb. And we'll tuck it back. There it is. Commander. Okay, great. And then the Artemis is heading on down. Perfect. And then we'll have all of the Viper Mark IIs moving to engage. Understood. They're not going to close in time with the nuke. So I have a feeling the nuke's going to hit there first. Although maybe not. I might need to peel off at some point. What do we have? We'll have to switch over to a defensive posture again for the Manticore so that we got that extra Dratus range and we can see what we're working with. Climb, come up on the side, and I think I will have to peel the Vipers off, unfortunately. So let's target... We'll intercept on the outside here. Ranger is going to peel left just a tad.
Yes, Commander.
And let's just continue, but instead we shall dive. So come on down.
Commander.
Come down with everything. And we're basically limiting our movement with the Minotaur gunships by the Atlas carriers.
So say we all.
For some reason, I want to call them Ares. I think that seems, honestly, a little bit of a better name here, but Atlas works as well. And let us go.
Hostile unit identified.
So there's the nuke. We're peeling off to the side. And oh my god, we've just identified the entire fleet.
Taking fire.
Open up that Revenant. There it is. Okay, Revenant is clear. Beautiful. So now they've got 7 contacts. So we've got 4 Talons, 2 Revenants, and a Nemesis. Yeah? Excellent. Now we can see them. I know the Talons aren't that fast, so if we actually send a nuke into the Talons, that might be sufficient to deal splash damage, right? So let's go ahead and send off a nuke. I'm going to focus on the lead Talon right here. Even if he peels off, I think we're going to be able to get a little bit of splash damage on him. We're going to get the Ranger. I want to clear out their Nemesis if possible. Let's go in and double tap him with guided munitions. And we'll have our capital ships. We're going to fly right into him. Actually, you know what? I didn't realize it selected everybody. So let's come in on the side here and let's see what we got. So obviously the Artemis Battlestar, let's fall down, 10 attack, and we're going to crank the left because I have a feeling we're going to need that flak wall. So we'll come in on the diagonal right here, and then we'll have our 4, and we'll come off to the left and we'll make a wall.
On it,
crank that over. Minotaurs. And I have a feeling it's more about... I think this collision is more about the Atlas carriers themselves. So we've got the Loki. So let's pull that back just a tad. Give them a little more room. And we'll dive down. There it is.
Understood.
I will go attack posture. And we will go attack posture. And I think I'm going to do away with this stack.
Yes, Commander.
And we'll come out like this. Attack posture. Attack posture.
So say we all.
All right, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Currently, we've got all contact already identified. So let's go ahead and come in with the Minotaur and we're going to just slow our roll. Actually, no, we're going to boost. We're going to boost by. That worked last time. So we're going to go way out and go. All right, handle it. Incoming. Beautiful. There's the split. I mean, I'm just having them shoot anywhere at the moment. I should probably focus soon.
Incoming.
Okay, what do we got? So incoming on... So Nemesis is firing. We've got a Raptor squadron right here defensively placed. So Vipers, what are we dealing with? Raider prototype down to 16. Just keep going with it. Keep going with it. Raptors, I'm just going to leave them where they are. We've got the Artemis. Currently, it doesn't seem to be focused, so that's great. The Revenant scraping the bottom. So let's dive down, sir. Focus on the Revenant. That seems fair. We're going to have the gigantic broadsides from the Atlas, and we'll just focus on the Revenant. Focus on the Revenant. There it is. Right now, our Minotaur gunships are going to come down and come right on in. And I think we can come off the boost now with a Manticore. I am a little nervous. He's naturally going to get focused by all of the Talons, but we'll crank in and just dive as hard as we can. And we'll focus fire right there. There's a nuke coming their way. All right, let's go. Here it is. This Talon is the target of the nuke. Good impact. And some parasympathetic damage. Excellent, and that is a clear for that Talon. Fantastic. All right, awesome. So our bottom is almost open. Let's go and boost out. And we're going to fly right by. So we just kind of took a moment, assisted a little bit, and this is going to catch up to this guy in the rear. So that's perfect. I believe we can fire again. We're going to go in and double tap once again. Right on the Nemesis.
Missiles
That
on their
should be
way.
enough. So we'll go in and start to turn away with a Ranger. It's like when you're in an action movie and there's an explosion behind you and you just don't look. He just sends it and then walks away. The Ranger doesn't care. He doesn't care. All right, dive down with the Minotaurs. Honestly, just let that roll. Artemis is fine. The bottom is getting hit, but we'll come on down, focus fire, hit that Revenant, and let us go.
Manticore is taking damage.
How's that Nemesis? He's down to 9. Manticore's bottom is open. This Revenant is getting torn to pieces. That Revenant is a clear. Beautiful, beautiful. So how the Vipers doing? Do we have any Raiders? Talon. Nemesis, which is pretty much done. Talon, that's it. It's just the Talons now. That's perfect. That's what we like to see. So this guy had a little bit of an AoE splash from the nuke. So we'll go in and focus him next, and then we'll hit these last two. So let's go in and get our Manticore. We're going to come off boost thrusters, and we're going to crank this over.
Yes, sir.
Or better yet, go into a neutral posture for maximum maneuverability. And we're going to turn this around without stressing the engine, so we still have our maneuverability. That's great. And the Talons could attack him, but they've got something else to worry about right now. So the Artemis, the left and the bottom are open. So let's go in and crank over, and we'll give him the right. The Minotaurs, we're going to veer off. Actually, let's cross past
Understood.
the Artemis like this. And the Atlas honestly isn't going anywhere anytime quickly. Ranger is on cooldown. All right, here we go. Send it.
Manticore is taking damage.
Atlas, how are we doing? Okay. Talon's dropping. Really dropping. That's one Talon down. Yeah, this is... What a crossfire. What a crossfire. 5,600
Yes, sir.
power fleet right here. Yeah? 5,600 power fleet. All right, and we're just continuing to dive, give them the right, and honestly, this is perfect. This is perfect. Rangers up. We have a breach here. Let's go ahead and send it
Missile
at
tubes
the
prepped.
outside Talon. And let's just go. That's looking pretty good. Unless the Vipers have to do anything. Is it just the 2? It is. Actually, you know what? Let's focus on the weak one. They'll naturally shift. And let's go. Perfect.
Manticore is taking damage.
Big hits. One Talon down. Last Talon focus. Dear God. Dear God. Yeah, that's it. That's a rout. I don't know what to tell this guy. He's pretty much done. Say your last rites, sir. You currently have quite a lot coming your way. There it is. High five. Relatively good. No one died. Excellent. Very well done, Damon. Let's go in and watch that one and wrap up, yeah? I gotta say, the Atlases are very slow. They're pig slow, but you know, they're definitely more durable than the Adamants, and they can dish out the Vipers more importantly, right? And they've got Raptors to protect us, and they're pretty effective at countering the hacking, which is awesome, even though it's a bit reactive. Well, the Revenants, we need something to break the charge. How about that? How about that? Perfect. And we got another where that came from. We saw the Arachne. We wanted that guy out. The Ranger sending it out to the Nemesis. No point in pursuing if the missiles will do the job. Good impact. Beautiful. Oh, never mind. I hit the Talon, not an Arachne. Yep, there it is. A little splash next door. And we send another one over to the Nemesis, and that's game over. And we're just rotating ships everywhere. Not too bad. Not too... Like, man, I can't wait till we get a Jupiter. Golly. Oh, devastation. It's surprising how short the engagement is in real time. because it always feels like there's so many commands to issue, but wow. It's so satisfying. There it is. Awesome. Well, Damon Greeley cleared the interlopers. That's what happens when you charge the Daedalus. Obviously, we do not have much support from the 12 colonies right now. Let's go ahead and sort out our fleets, right? So what do we have right now? So 6 out of 7 for Fleet Group Trainee. They can take in another 1,500 points worth. What do we have here? We've got the Chimera. We've got the Bastet. Let's take our, let's see, 6 out of 7 of Fleet Group Trainee. We're going to hand over the Chimera. We'll go ahead and transfer it over to Fleet Group Trainee. Perfect. So now they're at 5,250 out of 6,000. That is definitely helpful. We could always pull back. We can detach the Asteria, and we could take the other Adamant, and we'll transfer that over to Fleet Group Trainee. And now we're sitting a little bit more, you know, we've got 1 Ranger for long range, double Minotaur gunships. We've got a triple Adamant stack and a Manticore. That's a very, very nice fleet. So let's go ahead and jump on back, and we're going to get over to, let's see, Sagittarian. Yeah, let's take Sagittarian back. 130 Tillium on the jump. That's not too bad. Then out here, we've got Fleet Group Pogo. They can pick up some ships as well. So we can pick up 1 more. Obviously, we took all the Adamants over to Fleet Group Trainee. There's the Bakossi. Let's transfer the Bakossi over to Fleet Group Pogo. And now we're sitting pretty. We're 7 out of 7. We've got an Artemis Battlestar, a Ranger, a Minotaur gunship, a double Adamant, and 2 Manticores. That's not bad. And we'll go ahead and jump Fleet Group Pogo back out to their station. I suppose we can head over here to Styx. I'm pretty sure they can probably handle that. Pretty sure they can probably handle it, right? Excellent. And we're going to join up here. We're going to transfer over to Colonial Fleet 118. And then we're going to jump back to where the Daedalus is. Now that we've delivered, we've got Fleet Group Wanderer, and we've just attained our Ranger, right? Would be nice to give the tools of the job to Fleet Group Wanderer. We got the Nyx. Let's go and get the Sierra Madre for a moment, see if this is going to fit. Actually, we've only got 800 points available in Fleet Group Wanderer, so I don't know. If we go to Officers and we go to Gisela, we could promote. We could get the last 1,000 points just to expand that even further to 1,950. That's quite a lot. So I don't know if that's going to be it, right? What do we have coming? We currently have another Atlas. That's 1,100 points. We've got a Bastet, 760. Yeah, I don't know if she can fit another Atlas unless we dump something else off. Fleet Group Wanderer, we could take the Baka. If we detach that, 1,100 brings us to, yeah, no, that's not going to fly. So let's go in and absorb them, what we got. If we transfer the Ranger, as an example, over to Fleet Group Wanderer, we have enough room for a Manticore, basically. So I don't think we can fit 750. No, we can't. We basically have to fit in the Sierra Madre. So we're going to go ahead and send that over to Fleet Group Wanderer. Now we're at 6,900 points, right? So double Artemis Battlestar. We've got an Atlas carrier. We have 1 Adamant. We've got a Ranger to support at range and double Manticore. Kind of a weird setup, but I'll take it. Her jumps at 20 Tillium. She'll be able to jump on over and tackle whatever the side mission is out there. I believe in Fleet Group Wanderer. And then we've got the Baka, which will hang tight. And we've got a full set right here. And then I think we're just going to wait. So I think that's what we're going to end up with, right? So currently on our fleets, we've got Colonial Fleet 118 coming back in order to pick up the Baka over here. Colonial Fleet 142 is going to join up with 118. Daedalus has the Artemis Battlestar. We've got 2 Atlas carriers, 1 Ranger, 2 Minotaur gunships, and a Manticore. The Fleet Group Pogo, we've got the Artemis Battlestar, a Ranger, we've got a Minotaur gunship, double Adamant stack, and 2 Manticores. Fleet Group Trainee has a Ranger, we've got double Minotaurs, we've got a triple Adamant stack and a Manticore, and Fleet Group Wanderer has a double Artemis Battlestar. That's so crazy. We've got an Atlas carrier, a Ranger, an Adamant, and then we've got 2 Manticores with nukes. That's pretty darn epic. I gotta say, this is so cool, and I can't wait to get our first Jupiter. That's gonna be amazing. Bunnies, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. We did quite a lot. We were able to get through Chapter 10. We were able to unlock the Jupiter Battlestar. It's currently in progress with the Bastet, so that's gonna be really cool to have. And it's going to be interesting to go and track down the Battlestar Galactica. I'm curious if it has unique properties or anything like that over just a named special Jupiter. Either way, it's going to be awesome to see that in the game. So I cannot wait. If you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. It helps us a great deal. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.